Hello, people. How are you all doing? I hope you don't mind me just doing something a little bit different at the start. That's what I normally do before we do live. I go and just play my drums, get myself a bit in the mindset for it and stuff. And our DJ said, get your mental health goals in. I can imagine these being quite low with everything that's going on with Wednesday. Mine's not the best, I won't lie. Mine's a bit at the minute. I've got a lot of things going on besides Wednesday at the moment. My head's a little bit of a shed, if I'm brutally honest. And what a week for Roundup, eh? What a lot of stuff that's happened. After we went live last week, the statement came out, and it's a week one, about people not being paid again. And it's what happens all over again. It happens all the time. But let's read some of your messages. Riley, cool. Daniel, nice. Bit of drumming. Seth, nice. I'll be in between. I'm on my way home from work, lad. Okay, mate, no problem. Ian and Duran, get those likes up as Mike says. Hi, Jake. Hi, Steering Wheel. Hi, drums. Hi, people. Yep. Ian and Lodo, how you doing? Hi, Jake. Hope you got another week of chance of being a shit show. Yep. Love the Phil Collins impression. Thank you. I banged drums and I banged your mum. Punk Chef 41 2025. Oh God, tomorrow can we film you tomorrow? Daniel, evening, mate. What a week. Yep. Are we going to potentially? Yes. It all depends when they're paid. If they're paid by the end of this week or Monday, then we're fine. But it all depends on how long it takes. You got to remember, we got it 22nd of April. If we've not done it by the 22nd of April, we're in trouble with HMRC as well. And that will be a point deduction. Just hope it's not a point deduction. I can see it being 2, maybe 5 point, but it's a hard one to go from with everything that's happening. In Indy, Jazz 4 with the club overall 7. I saw they just under the weather since signing thing. Oh, I hate them. Right now, I'm an 8. I made myself happy by purchase. Nice. Well done, mate. I've got PS5 if you want to have a play. Adam Biggs, the evening, mate. How you doing? I say 5, but I have no idea. Financial year, end of work, Wednesday doing Wednesday things. I'm just going, will you rather Chancery sell the club and we get a new owner, but we stay in the championship, or Chancery stays? I'd rather Chancery sell than got us and stayed in the championship, because it gives us a chance to build something new. I'd rather do that, because there's no guarantee that we can actually build something with Chancery, which time and time again that Chancery has shown he can't run the club properly. He literally can't run the club like a business. He can't do it. Not to be a massive negative, but I generally can't see Pedersen taking over. I can, DJ, if family are very settled in Sheffield. Like, Pedersen's the only one who really had his family stay over. Like, Danny's family's not here. Pal's family's not here. He travels in. I can see Pedersen actually staying and building something with the club, because his family's all here. His kids are at school here. I could actually see it. I think they like Sheffield, so that would be the only thing that I could see it happening. That's why I could see it really happen, because the family are happy, and sometimes you stay for what your family wants more than what's right with the club. I can actually see that one happening. I can see him staying. If the thing is, if and when Danny goes, if it's one of those things where, say, Danny leaves and then we're left with like, oh, who do we get in? If we got Pedersen and Powell, I feel like the continuity is a little bit better. The continuity is not as bad. You still got the same people who were part of that regime who just left. If you kind of thing. Because what happens if it's only just Danny goes and like someone just only wants to get Danny, but they don't want to get the backroom staff? It's that whole kind of situation. In Danny, how you doing, mate? 29 people watching, 17 likes. Get those likes up, people. I much appreciate it. But it's this whole thing. The wages are still not paid, and it was Monday. He's run out of cash. He's obviously run out of cash. And I'm not having this, oh, I've not paid from certain businesses anymore. This is the second or third time you've used that excuse that you've not been paid from a business. So why is there not a reserve set of money? Why is there not a reserve pot of cash put to one side, ready if something like this happens. There isn't anything. It's a time bomb at a minute. Just sit, wait for the next bollock to drop. I don't want to be negative, but who wants to come? To be fair, John, I didn't think anybody would want the job when Sicko left because of where we were. We were minus 13. We were 13 points behind, looking like there wasn't a prayer. I didn't think anyone would come in after Sicko. We've had it before where we've had massive point deductions and people have come in like Gary Monk. It's not going to be a manager like Danny probably, but I can understand it. The thing is, right now, what we need from Chancery is clarity. We need clarity and we need communication. We've heard one thing from him, which was a statement, which wasn't really a statement. It was just a general statement put in. I see people saying that I would start McNeil tomorrow. I think that would be a good shout. If we're starting people like Pierre Charles, I think something like McNeil starting, I think would be good. Just give him a run out, or even if he came on in at half time, show us what we've got to look forward to. If he has run out of cash, it means he's run out of fish. It's not run out of fish though, Russell. It's not run out of fish. I've always thought that Chancery, with the way he funds Wednesday, is that he gets the money from family. Family just give him so much money to run it, and then it's like if he needs more, you have to ask for more like a pocket money. That's how I've always thought about it. You got to remember, Chancery has nothing to do with Thai Union Foods. He's nothing to do with Thai Union Foods. He doesn't own a position in their business at all. That's the thing. He owns no position there. You run his name through their website. There's no sign of him. There's no sign of the brothers and stuff. There's no sign of him. I think people putting him on up top, but role doesn't seem striker. True. The TUS laughing out stopped having anything to do when at the end of 15-16 season. They did. When they first started, they were plastered on the boards, but then it ended. I think the thing you've got to remember, what we need now, we need a statement and clarity from Chancery going, what's going on. But I don't want it for fans. I want it for the bloody people who are working at the minute. I want it for the people who are working there, because they're not getting anything. They're not getting anything said. The people who will have defaulted on mortgages or having to have late payments in mortgages. And if you want to go for, say, another house or mortgage and they see a late payment, it looks bad on you when you go to do it. You'll probably get a higher mortgage payment because of it. And it's not fair on people who are working there day in, day out. I don't think it's that kind of level. I don't think he cares, but why has it not been done yet? Why has it taken till Monday to go, oh crap, I've got no money to pay you? Like, that's the thing. Had the ground and shop staff also not been paid. I got told that shop staff might have been paid, but I'm not sure on that one. So I don't know, mate. I'm going tomorrow for the first time since December. Hope you can bring. If you can bring us a first win in 3 months, that'd be nice, mate. At home, that is. Ian and Sheila, hope you're well, mate. I'm not too bad, lovely. I'm up and down at a minute. But this is the situation we got. He said he would never leave us in a position like we got in a bad position if he ever left. But this is more than 3 occasions now that he's not played people. During the pandemic, I could kind of give him a bit of leeway because everyone was struggling in the pandemic to do that. Most clubs were. But now it just becomes a situation where is the... Yeah, we haven't won, Russell, since the Derby game and Josh Windass scored that screamer. Not playing players is very bad, but they'll likely be okay. Not necessarily athlete. Not necessarily athlete. Some players will live between their means. Not paying anyone bad. Like, players will... We all live between our means. If you know you're getting X amount each month, some people pay up to that and then don't have the savings. You hope players have savings with what they've got, but not it. That whole situation, I've worked as a finance manager, done lots of payroll. Payroll is priority one, and it never ever seemed to be. It never seemed to be. The thing is, payroll number one priority, taxman kind of thing. But this is the thing, because you have to make sure, by law, you have to make sure people are paid on time. There was somebody who left a comment on one of my videos who was saying, I would not pay him for the performance, so why does Chancery not pay him? Well, that's against the law. You can't do that. You're not allowed to do it. You have to pay someone what they've worked and how long for. If you sack someone and they've worked the entire month, you have to pay them out for that entire month if there's something that can say that. We can't be having this situation where we are constantly not paying people. How's that going to look when you're going to go sign new players? Like, you go to someone and go, hey, I want to sign X, Y, or Z player. And they'll be like, are you going to get paid? Are you actually going to get paid? Even if I was rich and I didn't get paid by my employer, I would be very angry. Exactly. I heard someone say that the players have enough money so it doesn't affect it. It does affect them. It bollocks. It bollocks. It affects them all. It completely affects them all. In chat, Jake, I'm a mental health nurse, so my mental health is shot to shit. Hope you're okay, mate. Eden Dan, I'm not too bad, mate. I'm tired. I've had the kids all day, so I'm absolutely shattered. It doesn't matter, because the thing, people saying, oh, footballers earn this much money, it doesn't matter for them. They've still got families. They've still got partners. They've still got expenses and stuff. They've still got their own mortgages. They've still got car payments. They've got lots of other things that they've got to pay. Just because someone's earning so much money doesn't mean it's going to affect them. It will affect them, because everyone lives within their means. If you earn a little bit more, you might have something where, because you know you've got X amount coming in, you have a monthly payment that you know is quite easy when you're getting paid X amount. But then if you don't get paid that X amount, that monthly payment can have a problem. And then it's going to look bad on your credit score and stuff like that. No, they didn't mean you, Ashley. I had dealt with some I want to swear, but I'm not going to. Because I don't want to say what I want to say. But I dealt with some idiots this week. It's just been insane. But the thing is, for me, what's getting me is that there's still radio silence. Like, generally, there's still radio silent, full stop. Some players start jobs after the cycle. Exactly, Eddie. Exactly. The radio silence is what's deafening. We've heard nothing. And by the sounds of it, in that press conference Danny did yesterday, I've spoken to the club. Didn't say spoken to Chancery. He said I've spoken to the club, not Chancery. And yesterday it felt very much like it was a goodbye by Danny, in the terms of like, what have I learned about I liked my time at Sheffield Wednesday. But German people tend to speak in the past tense a lot. So it was a very difficult thing to take it as that kind of way. Yeah, Dead Walker did go on to be a truck driver. I think he's still heavily involved. Sorry. Excuse me. But the thing is, the longer it goes on with people not being paid, the more it's going to cause a hell of a lot of problems. It's going to cause a hell of a lot of problems going forward, because you don't want to get in trouble with you I've got no sound on the video. Which video's this? Oh. No sound on it. Sheila, try refreshing, because there is sound on that video that you said that there was no sound on. Is what happened at Reading. It's what happened at Reading that scared me. Yeah, that scared me. But they got like 90 days now to find a new owner. And I can see it being like that. Ian J, little bit late. I haven't missed much. Oh, you haven't been paid either, Barry. Is that why you're late? You're a little late because you've not been paid either. No, no. Not missed much. We're talking about Chancery being useless twonk who doesn't know how to run a football club. Hey, Goose Creative, how are you, mate? Like the new stuff you've done recently for the estate agent? Really good work. It's like the third year on the trot now. Players that haven't. Is it the third year on the trot that they've not been paid? I know HMRC didn't get paid last year. It might be. You might be right there. It might actually be the third year on the trot. Yeah, you might be right. Like the thing is, what's annoying is you got Josh Windass, who goes when we play Leeds. When we played that league game, go with everything that was going on with Danny and the whole situation in the transfer market, and he was just going, "Oh yeah, it's just what happens at Wednesday. That's what happens at Wednesday. It's just normal. Like that shouldn't be the thing. It shouldn't be normal." I remember this happening to Wigan's a season or two ago. They got 3 points deducted and some players. Yep, Barry, that's what I can see happening. That's where I'm getting the 2 points from Duran Robert. It's what happened with Wigan. It's very similar to what happened with Wigan in that sense, where they didn't get paid, they got it, and then players started to go. It's how we got Josh Windass quite cheap. They needed the money. We got Windass cheap in that season because they were going to shit. And I can see people doing it with us. I can see people going, Firedale, who do you want in? Who do you need to get? It's also how everything started off with Derby too. Yep. And it's that weird situation that's not great. All good and pretty happy with that one. It's good, mate. It's really good. Was it by any chance anyone that helps you with your sale of your house? The thing is, what also annoys me about the Danny Rule interview, why were people asking about things that he can't control? Like, generally, they were asking about stuff that he can't control. He doesn't have an answer to. And it royally pissed me off. Doesn't the EF have some duty to intervene? They do, but they only intervene right near the end like they've done with Reading. They only intervene like they've done with Reading. And that's the thing. They'll do it right near the death. The problem you got in next season, the EFL fit and proper person thing, Chansiri will not, I repeat, will not pass it. If he does, I want to know how. Because you have to show 12 months worth of accounts that can show that you can fund the club for 12 months and it need be longer. He's not going to do that. He's not going to be able to fund that if he can't play people on time. It wouldn't surprise me to see players just walk like they did last time. Well, they didn't walk last time, though, did they? A lot didn't walk. A lot didn't actually walk. A lot were just let go and we just couldn't sign them. We had such an easy running on paper. Well, we do, like the running we got. And this is stupid thing. We win tomorrow. We're 2 points from playoffs. But no one's going to be wanting to talk about the football. They want to know what's going on with the club. We need to know what's going on with the club. Because right now we know nothing. It's all speculation and hearsay that we're getting. Some bits are true, some bits are not. Some bits are right, some bits aren't. The fact that people are having a go at the fan group for putting a statement out. What else are they meant to do? What else are they meant to do apart from put a statement out? They can't get in touch with him. He won't talk to them. Yeah, my data is pretty good. Yep. Okay, mate, I'm hoping it's none. Yep. To be honest, Danny Patent statement very literal in German and English. I've not changed much grammar. With why people over. I agree with you, Danny might go, but I think will announce if he stays or go after the interview at the end of the season. True. Knowing enough, we'll get sixth and then get a point deduction. Yeah. Perhaps, but we're wearing a side partnering with an obvious reference to the book of the day. Yeah. DC needs to come out with. DC needs to. I don't know what DC needs to do is fucking pay people. Fuck giving us a statement. Get people paid first and then your statement. I don't want a Chansiri statement. I couldn't give two monkeys what he wants to say. Like, because you don't rule number one in business. Pay people. You pay people. If they're not paid by Monday, I will be annoyed. I think everyone will be annoyed if they're not paid by Monday. I'm annoyed that they weren't paid this Monday. I'm annoyed they weren't paid this Monday. What worries me, what comes next? Chansiri has in jail, whatever. he shows his head, it'll go to shit. Yeah, you're right. Thing is, Chancery will come out when everything's going really good and be faith, but when it comes to this stuff, he hides. He does hide a little bit. Oh, I thought that was going to be cold. It's not. Okay. I could go tomorrow, but I think it'll be carnage tomorrow. I don't think people would ever. If we lose tomorrow, I don't think people will say it's bad. They'll think the head's elsewhere. If Danny to lead, do you think he'll go? Well, Leicester. I don't think Leicester's a good fit because Leicester are not going to be in a good position when they come down. They're going to get potentially like Sheffield United did and point deduction, and they got a lot of things. Leicester are not in a good place in terms of like if you want to be going to a club to try and fix it, if that makes sense. It's not a good place in terms of their thing. They got a £90 million loss in the Championship, kind of thing. Those losses reduced compared to the deficit to 92.95 million. So they need to be really, really careful with it. They have to be really careful on it. Southampton, if you go to Southampton, the problem is Southampton are not looking at wanting to buy the release clause at the moment. They're wanting to do what they did with Russell Martin and break the contract. And they did that with Martin. It's only just had it go to court and Swansea won. You don't want to keep getting known about that. I'm not sure he previously made the official statement for saying this will not happen again. He did. No, I think he did say that. Probably be post-test tomorrow, probably chucking stuff on the pitch, and then we'll get fined. I kind of think we need to lose people and need to stay mad. True. Which I won't be doing, even though I'm angry. I don't want to be banned from Hilbert. I treat Enan, all right, and that. Hope you well, mate. Game could even be posed. No one shows up due to lack of payment on the personal level. I don't think they do that, Athlete. I actually don't think they do that because you look at all the things that are being posted by the players on social media. They're all saying, "Oh, next 7 games. We've got 7 games to go." Don't see that. I actually really don't see that. We all know there's be a day Danny won't be here. I'll be annoyed if he goes to Leicester or Saints simply because he can do better. I agree. Vardy looks like he's off at the end of the season. Yeah, and I'm not looking forward to people saying about that one. Yeah, we can go cash flow issue chance here, but people haven't paid, can't afford to go through a cash flow issue, so not like someone wealthy, but your family can. True. Don't pay on time next month, and Danny Rule can pretty much walk to any team. True. If you're going to sit in the ground tomorrow and you have to be respectful over kids, I agree with what Rachel's just said. I hope everyone gets behind the team. Remember, everyone hates Hull. True. Surely, Atty feeling embarrassed by the whole situation, he won't want to have this negative. True. Bring back Carl. No, you never go back to a manager. I don't. I always say never go back. I think if you're going to do it, don't have someone who's already had a connection with the club. You have to have it be someone else who's not dealt with this and not dealt with it before. The best thing you could do right now is start afresh with manager and owner if it came to that. I'd like a fresh start with ownership, but it's all at that then. Let's enjoy the ride until the last kick of the season. I'm sure Danny wouldn't mind a playoff challenge and Party would accomplish that. Then we can just settle and face next season. The thing is, it would be a very Wednesday thing to do to get playoffs and go up and then be like, oh, now what do we do? They play from pre-League One and League One. They're still here technically now. True. Yep. Karloff won't come back anyway. Bringing Vardy and De Bruyne. Yeah, that's a right rain fuzz. A good team. Is he at Braga? I think he's still at Braga, yeah. I'm still weekend from the playoff final defeat, 1-2 ticket. Me and my brother sat down near the pitch. Felt shattered, and I bet you did. Hey, Glenn. Yeah, he's Braga manager. He is the Braga manager. Doing all right, actually. I mean, that's like his 3rd spell at Braga. I thought it had to be 2 consistent months. I think it is 2 consistent months, By the 5th, if things are not sorted, I think it's something daft. If things are not sorted by the 15th of May, he can walk, and so can some players. We all must prepare for the worst when Danny does the interview of the future. And will you make a video, YouTube short, if his announcement has been released? Of course I will, Jake. I will, of course, always do that. I always make anything on Wednesday. I would take Vardy any day of the week. Take it for. True. Where's that? Art is in the UK. The Chance series are in the UK. Art is at uni. Years ago to say no, but not much else. Why doesn't he pop up and tell us what the deal? Because he's not at this issue, DJ. I'm not letting anyone go at a kid. It's not At's issue. At is nothing to do with what's going on between his bloody father and the club. I think if you're asking At what's going on, I don't think that's an idea. At doing transfer stuff, yeah, fair enough. He's a bit of a wind-up merchant. On stuff like that, I wouldn't touch him with a 10-football pole. I wouldn't. I think it's not fair. On a scale of 1 to 10, where do you think Danny's days are? Glenn, I couldn't give two shits if his days will go right now. Rather, I'm more worried about the club being in the toilet. And I've had this conversation time and time again. One side, I think he's Dave. One side, I think he goes. It all had the situation. There's lots of different scenarios. Right now, my heart says stay, my head said go. I think wording might have got me. I read it as if this has ever happened more than once during your career in consecutive, maybe. And that would protect Deep Bruce, let them finish bottom and never end, try to stay up. Sick of DC. Doesn't deserve any hate. No. He don't deserve any hate. It kind of that whole thing. This isn't on the Chansiri family. It's on one person, and that's Deschamps. And we need to really kind of say, I'm still hopeful Danny stays. I'm still hopeful that he stays, but it makes it a lot harder when everything's going on. Like, Jet, do you think it could be worth? We could be all American. That's very true. I generally do believe soft sell protests don't. I generally believe soft sell protests don't. No, they don't really solve. I don't think protests work that well, to be fair. That is a really good lord, honest, and if people include him in the digs and insult, they're fucking morons, I agree. And like 51 foot, yeah, it's a weird one. I've got a very similar feeling. The thing is, he keeps talking about building something. He does keep talking about building something. He keeps talking about future. And it just keeps giving me that little bit of hope each time, like, oh, maybe we might see him stay, but it all depends. My thoughts on Danny changes every day. I'm like, yeah, I think we're all in the same kind of thing. I hope Danny will pick the right team from kickoff, not a hard time. I don't mind it though, Russell. I actually don't mind him doing that. I'd rather him pick something a bit conservative in the first half and then come in the second half. I get what you're saying, but what if he gets it wrong in the first half? Say he picked the right team, and then it doesn't work in the second half, and then we go to biscuits. I get why he's doing it. It would be great to see Danny stay and Chansiri sell up and go this summer, and we can only dream. Yep, Jules, I agree. I agree with that. I do agree with that. That will be the be-all and end-all idea that Danny stays and DC goes. Also, I know I wasn't talking about you earlier. I think he wants to stay, but whether he can, if he can put up with that, yeah. I think that's the best wording out of we've had all night. I think he wants to stay, but whether he can put up with DC much longer, and I think that's the issue. The issue is how much longer can he be at a club that doesn't, which isn't professional. Let's just call it what it is. DC does not run the club like a professional football club. We are in no way in a good position where we can turn around. How can we turn around and attract a player? The first question's going to be, are you going to pay me on time? Are you going to pay me on time or not? Last season, we just stayed up. This season, we finished 12th. Next season, championship. I hope it goes to form. To be fair, it will be interesting. Like, the thing is, it's mental that we could be sat here on Monday in the debrief going, we're 2 points off playoff. What's going on? and yet everything else going on. Like, I don't want to have all the whole situation of... I spelled that wrong. No. I don't want to be going on in the situation. Like, the thing is, anyone who's... If someone's a DC supporter in here, I'd love to know why. Have a good one, DJ. I'd love to seriously know why. I really think we all stay next season and we get top 6. Could do. He got a big team rebuild if he does. Work I thought after any haircuts so recently or kidnappings. That's funny. Only worker gets that. New Year's Day 2024, last time Hull showed up. Yeah, but also New Year's Day was the last time we won. New Year's Day was the last time we won this season in 3 months at home. Do we need to speak to the Godfather and get the horse's head? Yeah. I just can't understand why he had kept us with I don't want to sell the club out when he's shown several times he cannot fund the club. No idea. Haven't got an absolute Scooby why he would do that. You keep finding money from somewhere. There's the momentum going, then the thing gets taken out because of the... There's always momentum going, then the thing gets taken... We've had this all the time though, Glenn. It's nothing new. This is not something new for us. We had it the season we nearly didn't go up. DC started popping around and it didn't work. We had it the season we were trying to sort things out. Like, the moment he gets involved, it goes to... Every time he gets involved or tries to make him the centre of it, you think, I'll give DC credit. He got Danny in, well done. And gave Danny his staff, well done. But that's part of being a football owner. That's not something I'm going to write home about and go, well done, well done, well done. Because that's part of your job of a football owner, is actually, doing that. That's your job. You pick the managers, you pick the team, you get to help them. That's part of ownership. Also, owning a business is paying people on time, paying the taxman on time, getting decent sponsorships. I'd like to have a sponsorship on a shirt where I'm not going, who the fuck is that? Like, generally, who the fuck is that? Like, the amount of times we've done a sponsorship, I'm like, I have no idea who this is. I've had to bloody Google this. I think there is a deadline. I just can't remember off the top of my head. It's 4-4! It's 4-4! Liam Palmer! Yeah, that. I remember hearing a rumour in the promotion scene we were close to signing Alfie May, but DC changed DC changes the goalposts all the time. DC changes the goalposts all the time. It's what happens with Lee Gregory. There was a deal all ready to go with Derby for him to go to Derby on loan, and then we wanted something daft like $100,000 more loan fee. It's mental. He does it all the time. He's such a knob for it. And the thing is, you look at the club, I think we sold maybe two or three players in the 10 years as his owners. 2 or 3 players in 10 years of ownership. That is just insane. I'm just reading about Wigan. After is unacceptable, yep. We should be sponsored by Breeze, yep. Jack Hunt, Lucas Zhao. There's one more. Didn't we sell Alex Hunt? Alex Hunt's on that list as well, I think. Bambo. Yeah, Bambo, Alex Hunt. It's not many though, is it? Like, you look at that, in over 10 years of having the club, that's how many players we sold. Ridiculous. He negotiates like a knockoff close sell in the market. Yeah, he does. When is the announcement coming from the FA? How the fuck do I know, Glenn? How the fuck do I know what the FL are going to say? No one knows, because we don't know if it's been put to the EFL to go, it's going to be done yet. With the embargo stuff, you'll know when it's on their website. Like, you don't get a time scale of when you know when it's going to be announced. I ain't got a fucking Scooby. That's not something I know, Glenn. You find out when you go to the EFL website and go, and ironically, because I've been to the EFL embargo website, it's imprinted on my bloody Google Chrome all the time. Let's have a look. Embargoes. Oh. There is one on the embargo. Oxford United got an embargo, didn't they? So Oxford United are on the embargo for next season. So they are embargoed. So that's interesting. There's one club on there. When I saw it, I was like, oh, that's us. I get booted up the PC to watch along and hear you scream 4-4. Made me jump about 4 foot. I fully understand the athlete, but wonder the EFL. Oxford, I can tell you what Oxford did because I remember it. Oxford, I think they oversold. They did something. Hang on. Oxford have been fined 3.5 grand and Handers have spent a 1-year transfer fee ban in the result of the club accumulating 30 days or more in late payments in a 12-month period. That's what they got. So they've had a late payment. Due to an isolated administrator, the club was reported to the FL for late payment to another club. The issue was dealt with swiftly. The payment was made in full. However, per EFL rules, the breach triggers an automatic financial penalty, and alongside that has imposed a free transfer window fee restriction. That is what we'll get. We will get a free transfer window. So we'll get January, summer again, and we've done that. We've had that before, so we know what we're doing. It basically freeze. No, but it's what Oxford done, mate. I damaged my voice cord doing the 4-4. Yeah, in fact, I'm watching it back a bit with a brew. But yeah, it's I couldn't talk today. No manager will put up with this better than managers have though. What the fuck are you on about, Glenn? Managers have put up with this. Do you not remember Monk putting up with it? Do you not remember other club putting up with it? We have had managers who put up with it. Like the manager desperate enough for a job who will put up with anything, even if they know they're not going to get paid straight away or on time. Danny's just carrying on. I remember you called me the next day. It sounded like horror movie. Yeah, I wasn't good. Hard to believe. Ty, a billionaire. He's not a billionaire. This is the thing. His family's a billionaire. His family's a billionaire. He is not. That's the thing. Time if I can make bags of money and tuna shows up to England. This is the thing. His family are the billionaires, Manny, not DC. DC, basically, by the sounds of it, from all I hear, been given the money to use for whatever you want with. And then once it ran out, it's like, can I have more? It feels rare by anyone else to know me changes in the window. Yeah. If we want Monk, he could come straight away. Oh, Monk's not coming back. We put him on garden leave. We put him on garden leave for so long. He's not coming back. I've looked for so long to try and find what these so-called businesses are. Like Thailand, they love football. And I know people who go over and go, oh, Sheffield Wednesday. They're like, who's that? No clue. You would have thought they would have sorted that. I hope no come back. Didn't even want to manage Wednesday. He did a job while he was there, but that was about it. That one from Day Joe when we ripped to second place. I don't think you will keep going till the end. Yeah, I agree. I think the issue you've got right now is you have to make sure that you can get everything right now, and make sure everything is in the right position. So if someone does come in, they're there for the taking. But I don't know. I'll say it how I say it. I see it. I have no idea what's happening next. If you're not Prem, they don't know you. They've heard of the other side of the... Oh, of course they have. Exactly. They know about Sheffield United because they've been Prem. They don't know about us because we've not been there for 25 years now or something. I did my FA level 1 while I was at college. If the call comes, I'll be there. Mo Pop. I think the issue we've got right now is we're back in that stupid Sheffield Wednesday situation of the unknown and not knowing what happened next. Like, we have no idea what happened next. We don't know if we don't know if we're going to have a point deduction. We don't know if we're going to have a transfer ban. We don't know. There's a lot that can happen before the transfer ban and stuff like that does happen. So just to give you an idea, let me just find it. There's a really good tweet. Here it is. It's the tweet. Right. What happens on Monday prediction should not happen at all, but I think definitely heads losing happen at the moment. Just listen to the bloke who said he won't sell at all. We get point deduction. We'll finish bottom next season, be relegated. So point deduction is a possibility, but there will be a little more than need to happen first. For starters, we need to get registered embargo first. Then we have 2 weeks to pay the player before a transfer embargo. So we have 2 weeks to pay them. So we got probably either last week and this week or next week and the week after. And that's likely to be a fine. If it goes into point deduction, we don't know how much it'll be. It could be 2, could be more than thing. So we have 2 weeks to get them paid. In that, I know none are ideal, but would you rather have a transfer ban or point deduction? Transfer ban. Transfer ban. I'd rather have the transfer ban. You can get freezing and kind of thing. I'd rather have the transfer ban. Point deduction so much harder. Other than the Thai lad and his wife on Instagram that love the Chubba Chub shirts. He knows us. He makes a much of selling retro shirts and did. Oh, nice. All right. I wasn't even born when we got relegated, but I know it was some good news. Yeah, transfer ban for me. What do you think of Simon? He's not from the 1867 group. People need to stop saying this. He's not from the 1867 group. He's not from the 1867 group. People have got this really twisted. I like Simon. I think Simon's good. But he's not part of the 1867 group. He's someone that uses the 1867 news these Twitter, but he's not part of the group. He's he's very much backing the trust, and if you can go join the supporter trust. I think it's the one thing to do. I'll find you a link in a minute. I think a lot of people are getting confused with his hashtag. Sign up to the Sheffield Wednesday supporter trust. It was the best thing you can do. He runs a Twitter account. He's just spoken to the group people a lot of news, and he knows what he's talking about. Given a stockbroker, Simon is good, and he means well. Yep, I agree. Good. If you need to join it, if you want to become a full member, it's £10. Associate member is free. So what? It's the price of a Mackie D. If not. So yeah, get joining that. It's important. It helps. It helps a lot. I think that's the best way you go about it. Yes, supporter groups help, and the supporter trust will be helping with the other supporter groups. A blank statement from all of them saying what they said is good. I think it's good to see. They understand how much change is needed, as we all do. People on Twitter are all confused, surely not. I can't believe there's so many bootlegging. There's a lot still about defending DC. But also, when you look at some of them who are defending them on Twitter, their accounts are really old. They're either really old accounts or they're really new accounts. Yet they barely tweeted anything. And then suddenly start tweeting about Chansiri. And then nothing else. Like, the thing I keep getting thrown at me with Chansiri is this. I keep getting... He put a lot of money into the club, though. How much money you put into the club? Are you paid that for transfers? But here's the thing. I'm not the person running a business. I'm not running a football club. I buy a shirt. I go to a game. I'm not responsible for somebody else's mortgage being paid because you haven't paid them. I'm not responsible for making sure that's on you paid on time. This is habitual. It's just a lack of HMRC with blatant incompetence. Yeah, it's just... I reckon most of the bootleggers... Yeah, I think they are. I think that there's a couple that are not, but there is a lot. At least I put a lot of money in back in the day. He almost got us wound up. I do. Do they want to defend him? This is the thing. This is what gets me. What's the betting that the pre-order shirt never gets sent out? Yeah. It won't be the first time we've done something like that where we've done it. Thing is, I looked at it this morning. Right? I completely looked at it this morning and I thought about it. Like, I genuinely thought about it a lot. This season have felt like a bit of a cash grab season. I don't know why. It felt like a bit of cash grab season. Look at how early the ticket seasons were. The third kit going out and out selling. The orange kit being one of the best sellers this year. It just felt like it. Chansiri, I can't say that called that bloody thing. Chansiri got to go now. Feel like he's taking us back. Why didn't he sell us so we can move forward? True. I've not heard anything, but has anyone been paid yet? No. Some people have, some haven't. So far, the big thing is we're hearing on, and it's nothing official. It's just people on Twitter just going, some people have been paid, some haven't. I've invested a lot of money into gambling. It doesn't mean I should be applauding many terrible investments. True. Plenty of us fund the club at the moment, and my father has a season 15 years, must be close to 10 grand. I'm, in all honesty, other people have much more. True. But there's no news yet. No. I keep checking just to see if they put anything out, because this is what they did last time. They put a little bit of thing out. But remember, just to make you aware, the 22nd of next tax month is your pay monthly. The 22nd after the end of the quarter, if you pay quarterly, is it, for example, 22nd June for 6th thing. If you're paid by check through post, it must be reached HMRC by the 19th of the month. So the pay is due on the 22nd next month. I think Pride more than anything. I think the Pride, I think there's a little bit of that. I want to say that it's a little bit of that. Bloody no, what do you call it? I'll show you what we can do, kind of thing. I'll stick it to someone. Like, I don't know, it's weird. It's like, I'll be brutally honest. Going into April and last month, I could have done without all of this. Like, let me just be brutally honest here. I could have done without any Chansiri fuckery with the end of my month was last month. Losing a family member and a lot of other things that have happened behind the scenes personally. I could have done without any of this. It would have done me the world of good just to be knowing, right, we're mid-table, we're fine. We might get a playoff off, we might not, see what happens. Could have done with none of this. Like genuinely, it's really been tiring month already, and we're only on the 4th of April. I think about Timothy Self. What does he have left to be able to micromanage? True. I have both the orange and the black kit. Never worn them. Hung on one. Nice one. Okay. Honestly, from the outside looking in, seems like sort of the opposite is there people telling him to do something in case of selling plugs. True. Tried telling my bank that I can't pay my money due to cash flow. Funny it didn't work. Yeah, funny that. Funny how when you say the cash flow situation, they might not turn around to be like, why is the cash flow situation? Okay, if he got too much pride, admit mate, a failing sell to sell some. Been in the club shop today, wasn't impressed with what we're selling. Didn't anyway. Yeah, the club shop. What we sell in the club shop's a bit of tat. To be fair, fair enough, mate. We're all pissed off with the situation. So it's a mixture of the situation, but it's also we shouldn't be talking about this. It's not something we should be talking about again. Like generally, this is something we shouldn't be talking about again. Like once it's bad enough, and once it's bad enough, and I can forgive it during COVID. I can forgive it during COVID, right? Can forgive it 100% because everyone was struggling with that one. But then to have HMRC again not done, he just keeps thinking that the problem is he doesn't think he's going to get anything. I'm not putting nothing to the club next season. That's fine. You're probably not going to be on your own there, Glenn. I will buy the shirt because I'm a shirt collector. I like my shirts. I like to show people in other countries who might want to have a shirt and show them what it is. I will put my money in shirts. That's what I put my money into. And there's going to be a lot of people who do that. But Glenn, just a quick one for you. You putting no money in won't make a blind bit of difference. Right. That's the thing. You putting no money in won't make a blind bit of difference because people will still buy season ticket. People will still go to games. I am not saying that people... And the thing is, you're going to get a section of our... you're going to get a section of our... Oh, bloody hell. Fan base who is going to have a go at anyone who goes and gets a shop, goes and gets a shirt or something, or anything. If it has to be collecting no money in, it doesn't really, or it doesn't work. Yep, I do the same, Jake. Me and my son buy a home shirt every season. Been in the club shop for some clothing, not impressed with what they're seeing. Didn't buy anything, true. I'm a sucker for shirt. I like to put them in bar. Yep. I must have like the stuff we've done in the club shop is shite. If we do more cool stuff, true. Hold up. Let me have a look at something. Don't get. Oh yeah, let's not get the designer on merch. We'd be here all night. We've had conversations about merch, and especially the badge not being center. That badge. I have so many chats with Lee about merch. Yeah. I thought you'd be having chats with Lee about how to get to Thailand. You might be able to buy a wife. Like what I said. Never heard of that. I think that's a sign that I'm getting tired. And it is nearly 8 o'clock, so yeah, we'll go till 8. But yeah, I think the situation is that you need to, if you're gonna do all in no money at all, then Yeah. Worko, wait till she's half price. Thai bride wouldn't be interested. I date one laugh and Norway for a month. See, I still think you dated the laugh from Norway for 1 month. So you could get back in the EU. What really pissing me, the fancy team in Richmond, how the better. Oh, the Richmond. I keep trying to find the Richmond top. I am not willing to pay like over 100 quid for it. Not a cat and hell chance. But yeah, we do have the situation. We went. I have went to on my word with us. Oh, that cool. All the New Year shirt is my favorite. Which season is the New Hue shirt doing? I'd love to know. If you got any pictures of that, send me them on Twitter. I'd love to see them. But yeah, I think the situation we have to, again, it's support the team, not the regime. And that's something I said months ago. I said that, what did I say? I said that when it was the HMRC payment, if I remember correctly. I think I said support the team, not the regime. And I think that's what you could have do again. In and out, I did, mate. I hope the SAG report for the ground doesn't come back being bad, because I am worried that it could be. If that is bad, we may have to play somewhere else next season if it is, or a lot of money can have to be spent on getting the stadium sorted. Again, where the hell's that money coming from? Oh God, it never ends. It never ever ends. Not sure. Yes, I will. But yeah, it never ever changes. The worst thing for Chante person would be getting promoted. He could afford running a League One club, but absolutely not a Championship club. True. Yeah, not too bad, mate. It just, I feel like I'm cracking at the seams with everything at the minute. It's difficult at the minute. Go for me. Go for me. Well, if you remember, there was a GoFundMe for the HMRC thing, wasn't there? Be playing at Hilbert Park. Yeah, me too. Chancery booking outside the Hilbert next to Jake. Think it will change if he sells to someone that knows. If he sells to someone that knows what he's doing, then great. I've got no issue with someone getting it who knows what they're doing, especially if they've got a sport background. If you are selling up to someone who's got a sport background and they know what they're doing, I'm not too fussed. As long as it's run properly and we're not made to be the laughing stock again. What size? Medium, mate. Can't believe we're in the situation where we're jealous of clubs like Wrexham due to their ownership. Yep. You just want people who know how to run a business and know how to run it properly. And the thing is, he doesn't know how to run a business properly. He gets rid of anyone that disagrees with him. The moment you disagree with him, you're gone. The moment that he doesn't like how you're doing something, you're gone. He got rid of so many experts who could be helping him. Like right now, a director of football would be fantastic. Take some of the stress away from him, let alone anything else. I've always said for Chancery to do this right, he needs to be owner and then a chairman involved, a director of football. And it was always just let him fund it. I always said that. But then when it started missing out on payments, it's like, no, you got to go. You've got to go. I've been very heavily in the Chancery need to go for a while. Have a good one, mate. I'm seeing the 50 pence McFarlane tomorrow. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there too because it's 8 o'clock. Thank you for watching. There will be a review tomorrow. There'll be a debrief on Monday. Yeah, Monday. There'll be a debrief on Monday. Thank you for watching. Keep your sanities. Let's see what happens. And let's just remember one thing. We're all Wednesday, aren't we? The one thing we've got is the club. We're better together as one than we are divided. We need to be all in this together and ready to do whatever we need to when it comes to this, because we can't be divided in this. We have to stand with it, and we have to demand for change. So yeah, let's see what happens. You'll want to talk, Jack. Hairy man in the world.